Hey, what's up? R from AlohaFX.net here, and today I want to show you another exciting tutorial. I know. Sounds better when Andrew Kramer say this, but I'm practicing. So, let's create your first title. In the main interface, click the Create button. From now on, this window you just opened is your best friend in animations titles creations. Just to remind you, if you did not install the free font package, After Effects, use your default font or the last font used to create the animations. Everything will work correctly, but the result will not be identical to the one shown in the preview. Let's go step by step. At the top, you have quick access to edit mode if you want to access your other titles previously created in this project. In the upper right corner, there is an X, which is the close button. You will see this button on almost all floating windows. This is the preview area. It displays an animated preview of the active preset that will be created. Here, you have a play button. And by dragging that slider, you can check animation details manually. This drop-down called Pack Selector is a filter to subdivide the categories, because as future updates will bring new free starting presets, it would be impossible to choose from so many options without any filtering. By default, all installed presets are displayed in the scrollbar area just below. But if you want, you can filter by the number of text fields, social media titles, squares, and circles, design bars, and all the subdivisions that we will launch in the future to help you choose easier to start. Below we have the drop-down resolution. By default, all titles are created in Full HD 1920x 1080p. But you can create videos in 8K, 4K, HD, Instagram Stories 9:16 vertical aspect, Facebook Square Ad with 1:1 aspect, and even an SD if you need a low resolution for your video. On the right side, we have the FPS drop-down. By default, all videos are created using frame rate at 30 frames per second. But you can change up to 60 frames per second. The previews of the presets are all at 30 FPS. That is, maybe the result of the animations will vary a little because the animation deceleration behaves differently depending on the number of FPS. Well, let's create something. Let's say your client requested an animation that needs a title and tagline, for example. Let's choose a starting preset with 2 text fields. At this point, don't worry about the colors, fonts, or direction of the animations of the texts. All of this can then be customized. Let's choose this one. Full HD resolution, 30 FPS. Click on Create this template. A new window will appear asking you to choose a name for your title so you can organize yourself better with your titles. Choose a name and click Create. Let's call this My First Title. The entire template creation process will happen automatically, and a new window will appear with an important warning regarding the name of the files. If you rename files manually, artificial intelligence could no longer connect to control the modified title, so please avoid manual name changes so that errors do not happen. Click to edit now. You'll see Edit Text window, but we'll leave that part to the next video. Note that a folder named AI.T Titles was created in your project panel. Inside it, there is a subfolder with the name you chose for your title. My First Title. This subfolder has 2 files. One, -edit, and another, -master. The -edit file is where you can manually make changes. The -master file is the file that you should always use as final output. If you want to overlay your title animation to another video footage, for example, use the master file, and the AI.T interface will continue to control everything, no matter what composition it is applied to. I will explain how this works later. Now, I will explain how to handle multiple starting presets before we start customizing your text. Let's go back to Create window. You can click on the Create button in the main interface or through the Quick Access in the Create mode link at the top of Edit window. I'll go this way. Let's choose a new starting preset. Wow, this one looks cool. Let's change the format for Instagram stories and create it. Let's call it my second title. Note that inside the AI.T titles folder in your project panel, a new subfolder was created with the name that I chose. Within this subfolder, we have the same structure, a file-edit, and another file-master. Let's quickly go back to Edit panel. You are viewing this drop-down menu called Link to. It is for you to choose which title you want to edit. See, here they are, my first title and my second title. Did you see how easy it is? In the next video we will begin to modify the texts. Thanks for watching. Bye.